Leo, welcome, 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 especially rising signs, sun and moon next to an amazing financial uplift and a super duper shift in your success and your purpose career zone of your chart as well as we move through this amazing month of September 2023. You're going to love this month for your finances, especially. I'll explain why in the video ahead, as well as maybe beautifying yourself and feeling like you are the girl or the man with the most popular appeal. So to begin, if you're new to my channel, I am Lori Lothian. I use the Western Tropical Zodiac and whole sign houses, and I love asteroids, the minor 24,000 you can choose from, and you'll learn a lot about those. Devil is in the details for my 20 to 30 videos every month. If you subscribe to my channel, I would do everything all signs, so you get some content just for you. And hit the bell and hit the notifications. Now, I have two quickie promotions this month. One, if you want to join my Patreon community for a minimum of $5 a month, you get a ton of perks, discount codes for readings with me and classes with me. And you get, of course, one at the $5 tier, one VIPs, one meeting with me a month and all of that. And then you can up level to whatever level you want. But the reason I'm promoting this month is I'm giving away some goodies to lure you to try me out at Patreon. Number one, you can get two classes. Are You My Person? It's a synastry or relationship class, how to understand the dynamics of attraction. Number two, Chiron, the Key to Purpose. These will be taught live at the end of August for a paid fee, but you can get the free replay version of it in September for joining my Patreon community. And in September, I'm also allowing for everyone to receive, and you can join now, it doesn't matter when you join, everybody to receive my 2023 All Signs videos, right? 60 minutes times 12. Those have been paid $44. You get them for free now if you join Patreon. Now, moving forward, my sister Nancy is a healer. She does magical miracles for people, and she's amazing. She used to be a nurse. Now she's a distance healer. If you want a distance healing with her, my sister, healingwithnancylynn.com. Code is fall15. The sale ends in September, end of September. It's just for you as my YouTube people or my Cosmic Moonshine that you can get this offer. It will fill up, so spots are limited. So fall15, jump in. Information in the box below. All right, let's get going. Let's talk about the month for you. Now, let's give you some context. Let's back the story up. You do know that you've had Venus since June the 5th or so, moving through the house of you, your identities, where your sun is in Leo, your moon, or your ascendant, your rising sign. So with Venus here since then and not leaving until October the 7th or so, let me double check my math. I believe that's when she leaves. You're going to feel that this is a time for you. Or October 5th. This is a time for you where you're looking at what you value. You're really looking deeply at what you desire, what you really want in your life. You're really asking these questions and you're looking to find the heart-centered answer to that question. And as you're going through this month ahead, what happens is she has been retrograding since July. And July 22nd. And this has made you go even deeper into the question of, well, first of all, your physical beauty, how much you like yourself, how you want to look to the world, but also how you deeply value and what you deeply value about being a person on planet Earth and what you really want and desire in your life. And as she's been retrograding and going into the heart of the sun and resetting herself August 13th, you've been resetting all of your values. And this happens to you every 4 years. So it's all Leos are getting this kind of reset every 4 years. But you will be moving direct, and that's when momentum happens. This is September 4th to around October 5th. Whoosh, Venus is going forward, you're going forward. Venus has got momentum, you've got momentum. You are now able to do the charm offensive, you're able to make the big ass, you're able to get what you want, you're able to stand out and go, my debut, here I am after all this process work, I'm beautiful, I'm friendly, I'm nice, and you gotta like me because I do too. So a big coming out party for you in the month of September, starting on the 4th of the month. In the teaser, I talked about money, and that's because of Mercury. I want you to go back to 2016, August, September, the last time Mercury was in your second house of earnings and possessions already, and the money that you make in this world. This is a elemental earth year. Well, Mercury's in this part of your sky for a long time like he was in 2016. This time it's been July 28th and it will end on October 4th. So number one, pay attention to the fact that you're in a deep, deep, deep question mark answer session about how you wish to make money or what ideas you have or which ways you want to investigate the earning story. And Mercury will help you dive, investigate, come up with new ideas. But he is retrograde, and that retrograde August 23rd to September 15th is really quiet energy. It means that he's close to Earth. You have magical synchronistic moments financially, but you're also more inward and you're like looking more deeply at what it is you wish to create in your life around your financial story. And you may go back to an old job as Mercury retrogrades, but he's going to be moving direct on the 15th. So going back to old work or work habits or work situations or old places of employment, that option will close out on September 15th. September 15th, though, he bounces into direct motion and will be that in direct motion till the early week of October, I think around the 4th. And that means that you are going to find, in essence, a kind of sense of success coming to you financially. It could be a great job with a new pay structure. You're really liking it. It could be the opportunity for a new job that you were hoping to get, and now they hire you or they give you the offer. Or it could just be an increase, especially for entrepreneurs, of the cash flow in your money cycle. My sister Nancy, healingwithnancylyn.com, is a Leo sun, and sun represents your purpose and her career. And I am promoting her in September. So of course she's going to see more flow of cash in September. You can't make this stuff up. So you're looking for better cash flow after mid-September, a new momentum and directionality, and you're also resetting the way you make money in some fundamental way, and your values and earnings strategies in a way you haven't done since 2016. So go back to 16 and see what you were doing then. It's a big deal. You only get an elemental Earth year approximately every 7 years or so, 7 to 8 years. So this is a big deal for you in a money house. Now, I talked about job and career opportunities as well. And that's because of Jupiter in your 10th house. Now, Jupiter, May of 23 to May of 24 says you can be king of the castle. People in power will love you. You can level up financially through your earnings and your paychecks and your job and your reputation. It's really a lovely time for money and success in your career as well. And the thing is, so Jupiter will retrograde. And on September 4th, the same day Venus goes direct, he goes backwards. And he will be backwards till December 3rd. In essence, you're going to go back over old career terrain. Now, you may revise, redo, reassess, deepen, restructure. You may also slow down, because when he's turning to retrograde, he's moving pretty slow in terms of the pace at which you have been expanding in your chosen career field or purpose field of endeavor. And if you do want to think about your 10th house also, if you don't work, for instance, it can be just what you apply yourself to in the physical world. Like if you're a full-time parent, that's your thing. That's your visible action. So, or your student, that's your visible action. That stuff is being reassessed. You're going back over old ground here for some reason. A little bit of water, guys. Give me a sec. Okay, moving on. The retrograde Jupiter will do some lovely stuff anyway in the sky during his retrograde, especially at the beginning of September. We'll get to that in a minute, but just keep in mind that you may experience, a flush of money is coming through, a desire to restructure the way it is or revise the way it is that you create a career success stories in your life. Lastly, Mercury in the second house, I should have said, don't forget, July 28th to October 4th can help you sell things. You can sell a home, possessions, furniture. You might be marketing, merchandising, and selling for your career, but your voice and speech could be very salesy, but you're also just selling objects, possessions, and you might be making money just by selling stuff. Again, you can't make it up. My sister's a Leo, second house Virgo, and I'm leaving a bunch of stuff here at her place for her to sell because I can't haul it all the way back to Vancouver with me. So I gave her permission to sell some of my objets of art. Okay, let's keep going. Mars, let's talk about Mars. Mars is moving in Libra by the time September hits. He enters Libra on the 27th of August, does not leave for 6 weeks. So it means September, we've got Mars trundling through your third house. Now, technically, that can be wonderful for travel, especially short distance travel, but watch it, he's in debility. And therefore, he's not his strongest place. For short distance travel, your best states that are safe and beautiful and lovely, no accidents, no car crashes or anything, September 24th to the 29th. So it's really good for you to travel. And this is usually domestic or short distance travel getaways. At the same time, this is a sort of a power up of drive and will and ambition and, energy to third house matters. Your website, your local neighborhood, your neighbors, your siblings, younger especially, your cousins. There's a lot of energy. Now, Mars here can be, unfortunately, conversations that are difficult. In fact, conflicts with cousins or siblings. So be careful. You don't want to do that. August 27th, add 6 weeks, especially younger sibling. That's the third house meaning, whereas the 11th is your older sibling. You might take care here around automobiles and driving, especially every time. And there's light spots that are sweet, like the 24th to 29th, where you get some safety support. I'll be talking about that later. But just be cautious in your driving habits during this time. I remember Mars spent 6 months in my third house. A big giant truck in Montreal smashed my parked car to smithereens. So there's that kind of accident prone quality, and the third house involves moving vehicles usually. So be careful. Or you can put your car in the auto body shop for a tune-up or something like that as well. Or service your car with a mechanic when Mars is in your third house. And finally, if you want to learn something and you're passionate about it and you want to take an educational course, it's a skills-based learning, then go for it. Mars will give you the passion and excitement to do that. Now we're going to go through a couple of things. There are 2 moons this month, but I don't really cover the moons in any great depth because my channel does that for all signs with a lot more detail, like asteroids and fixed stars. But I will say this. The 2 moons are September 14th, new moon at 21 Virgo, and September 29th, full moon at 6 degrees of Aries. Now for you, I am inclined to note, the energy of the Virgo part of it, because there's a big reset button coming in your second house for many reasons. I'm going to go through the reset energy in the chronological bit we're about to come into next. But a new moon means something is seeded or planted in your earnings and possessions house. It can give you a full fruiting 6 months later at a full moon. So it's a process of inception or new beginning, September the 14th. And if you're looking at a new beginning in your finances, it could also come through a new job, right? With Jupiter in your 10th house. So look September 14th, add 2 weeks for new beginnings in job, new beginnings in earnings, new beginnings in the way you create money in your life. And then it can continue to unfold for 6 months in terms of coming to a full ripening of that story. Now, let's move into a bit of chronology and go through the month for some of the highlights in order of the month. September 3rd to 4th, Mercury will trine Jupiter. Mercury trine Jupiter is good news at the very simplest, or a positive commerce or good information. And this is going to be occurring with Jupiter and that career house, of course, and Mercury in your second house. If anything looks like a job offer, this is a raise, promotion, perk, more publicity, some kind of up level in career and money. September 3rd to 4th is when it's really active. And then on September the 6th, and with Mercury retrograde, it's not a surprise. You saw it coming, all right? Then on September the 6th, Mercury will conjunct the Sun. That's called Cazimi. This Cazimi happens here on a every 7-year basis, and here it's back again. Mercury retrograde is powerful, close to Earth, magical, enchanted, a little miraculous. Get a divine download on September 6th. Tune in. What is the idea? What is the aha? What is the insight? What is the mentalization of some money idea that could come through for you? How to increase your financial worth, basically. And that will be September 6th. I've been doing a webinar for that in the Mercury retrograde webinar into the Cazimi, check it out. There's a limit on how many people can attend, but I would love you guys to come because it's going to be a big money glow up, and we do a meditation, so it's free. Sign up for that free webinar down below and see if you don't want to invite in the insights that are happening through the meditation part of my 1-hour webinar that'll happen close to the 6th of September. All right, on September 15th to the 18th. And don't forget, I said this, I'm going to go back. We have a Cazimi, Mercury in the heart of the sun. That's a reset button on your money. We have a new moon, a reset button on your money. We have so much Mercury here that we haven't seen since 2016, a reset on your money. So just reminding you, this is a big deal reset time for your finances. And it has a longer arc than just this year. It's going to be a new directional shift and a new power up financially. Now, moving forward, September 15th to the 18th is a bit of a combination of events. We do have the sun, the solar powered energy of the divine intelligence, trining Uranus, and Uranus in your reputation and careers, 10th house. So with Jupiter bringing luck and goodness. So it looks like you could have some unexpected but positive developments in your finances, perhaps connected to somebody in power, somebody in a position of a boss or a superior to you, or just in essence, a big glow up financially that may be somewhat sudden, but also very welcome, September 15th to the 18th. On September the 15th to 18th, also Venus squares for the third and last time Jupiter in Taurus. Venus in the house of you squares Jupiter in Taurus. Could be a gritty tension with a boss, an authority figure, a coworker, but you're having Venus energy. You're using your charm, your wits, your persuasive ability to make the most of this because you are Miss Congeniality right now. And so whatever this little glitch is on the 15th and the 18th, you're definitely able to take advantage of it and make decisions and take actions that bring even greater goodness to your career and reputation space. Don't worry about it too much. Venus makes you lucky, Jupiter makes you lucky. So there may be luck, but with a cost, a lucky break in your career, but you're not sure about it. You might be saying, well, does it align with my values? Does it really feel like this is something I desire? You may be questioning that around the 15th to the 18th. Not all opportunities, no matter how lucrative, are right for you, is what I'm seeing here. On September 20th through the 22nd or so, we're going to have a double-edged sword. We have a positive flow of power and wealth and command between the Sun and Pluto. Now, Pluto in Capricorn is a long story that started in 2008, and it's in your sickness and health house as well as the work house. And that's been a place of great intensity for you since 2008. Pluto's going to be kind of done at one and done by the time 25 rolls around, but he's got a few cameos here. He's at the very end of it, of Pluto. He's retrograding, Capricorn at 28 Cap, and the Sun will trine him. And that's from your money house. Now, there's nothing wrong with the Sun trine Pluto here. This is money through work, money through service, money through financial gain through clients, or good news about your health maybe powering up when it comes to things to do with your teeth or your jaw or your face. So this is positive. Power, Pluto. Intensity, Pluto. But it also is accompanied by an opposition of the Sun to Neptune in the 8th house of chunky money. And there can be at the same time some kind of foggy confusion and disillusionment around something that might have been misperceived or even manipulated, or someone had lied to you about shared resources. Now that could be with a spouse, with a business partner. It can have to do with muddled materials around inheritances or taxes. And this gritty tension between your earning Sun and the chunky money house outpictures as Pluto saving the day in the 6th. I can make up a story, like you find out that you got to pay more taxes than you thought, or from your accountant based on your current course's speed of income, but Pluto, all power and wealth to you in the house of work, says, who gives a flying F? Let it go, because we're making so much money. I'd rather pay more money on what I'm earning than make no money and pay no taxes, that kind of thing. I'm not sure what else to say. The worst case scenario is that there's been some misunderstanding with your spouse or with a business partner, or family inheritance monies, and it's been pretty hidden until now. And now you see the light and you know exactly what's been going on, and you may feel it, the tension, but Pluto tries to say, let's resolve this by work power and health power. Let's go through this anyway and be fine. Now, I told you September 24th to 29th is good for facial. No, that's the other side. September 24th, 29th, travel safe, okay? Getting your car fixed is safe. Signing up for a course of education that's skills-based is safe. That's because Venus is sextiling Mars as he goes through his debilitation in your 3rd house, but he's in her house. Venus owns Libra, and he's taking command from her. She's a benefic in the sign of your body, your health, your identity. So this is a lovely window of time, September 24th, 29th, and it could be connected to siblings or travel or cousins, an unexpected travel opportunity, for example, September 24 to 29. You don't have to take the trip. You even just hear about it. It's very yes, all yes. Okay, go for it. On September 29th to the 30th, Venus will square Uranus while Mercury trines Uranus. So everyone's doing something with Uranus in your career and reputation zone, but he rules the internet. And if you use the internet for your career, this could be a boost, because when Mercury trines Uranus, he tried to make that connection on August 23rd, refrained from it, and now is back to complete the deal September 29th to 30th. Wow. Money, unexpected, ka-ching, bonuses, from the career reputation part of your life. All right. That's basically what that is. Unexpected commercial success, basically. Or you can sell your business or sell your career, but otherwise it's like, yay, some money glow up here. Good news around finances connected to career, September 29th to 30th. But Venus will square Uranus. And that's the grit. Venus in the house of you, just like she squared Jupiter earlier, the 15th and the 18th, and now squares Uranus. Some part of you keeps questioning the story. You're ill at ease at some level. You're like, is this in my values? Is this aligned with my values? Do I really want this? Do I truly desire this? Is this in my heart's truest interest? But it's unexpected opportunity, and you're probably going to have to come to a decision, because it's a square, and take some action be actionable on this sudden glow up in the career money story that you're definitely getting around September 29th and 30th. So I think one thing with Venus direct is she knows what she wants right now. When she's retrograde, she's going, what do I want? What do I want? But she's now September 4th direct, and she's going, I know what I want. But what she wants and what the sky is giving you may be a little out of alignment. So find a way to figure out the middle ground. Don't throw out the baby with the bathwater. I think this is a gorgeous opportunity, financially and career-wise, 29th and 30th of September. And you never know. Maybe your spouse is, your live-in partner is going to suggest getting married, or a proposal, because 10th house is your reputation. I'm married, I'm single, I'm widowed. There could be an opportunity for a change of your status, and you might be questioning whether that's a value that you agree with or something. Like maybe you don't believe in living together or marriage or something. So you really sit with it and find that middle ground. And now I'm going to draw a card, because everyone, Leo, gets a card except for poor Pisces, because I forgot. Now, this is the Dragon Path Oracle that my sister Nancy has, Healing with Nancy Lynn.com, 15% off in the month of August 20th to the end of September. Any healing with her, or maybe it's one healing, and the code is FALL15, FALL 15, all caps. And don't forget to check my Patreon community out for getting about 3 free gifts that I introduced in the beginning if you give me a try between August 20th and the end of September. All right, let's go. Spirit, that's your card, the Dragon of Spirit, which is the 8th card of the Dragon Oracle, the Dragon Path. Let's take a look at what that says for you. The 8th card of the Dragon Path is, ta-da! Don't forget, I don't know these, I'm on my deck. That's 7. Here we go. So the arrival of this dragon precedes those whose job it is to work for the planet and humankind. The dragon spirit connects with those in particular, which is you on this month, Leo, who have embarked on upon the transitional journey of deep self-healing and self-understanding, and those beginning to recognize the bigger picture within the cycle of life. The dragon reminds us everything is interconnected. There is no separation. He says, you to you, there is no you and I as separate beings. We are all one energy. So if he comes into your reading, he says to you, call upon my energy to support you as you prepare for the next step of your amazing journey. You will go through a myriad of shifts and changes and self-doubt and euphoria as you embrace the next deep learning process. I'm here to guide you through those shifts and changes. You are a spiritual being in a physical form. You have the potential to live a soul-filled spiritual existence on earth. You are truly awesome and your own creator. So embrace what is to come on the next leg of your journey. I love that, because with Venus spending a credible 4 months in the house of you, you've been asking, what do I truly desire? What's my heart desire? And hopefully this is the dragon that tells you how to get those desires created as you recognize the interconnectedness of all things. Thanks, Leo. See you guys hopefully next month. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, because subscriptions make the channel grow. And without it, then my growth doesn't happen, and then I don't stick around, because this is my business too, guys. Thanks so very, very much.